Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. It has been a hot minute. It has been a messy few years, but working with residents is back up and running after all sorts of adventures. We'll get into those a little bit along the track. I really wanted to get, well, was hoping that I would get up and running today because it is new moon. We will peak the new moon portal in about 3 hours from when I'm recording this, which is about 8:30. So it will peak about 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I'm doing a new moon reading, what energies we're leaving, what energies are coming in with the new moon, and what energies we may see coming in with the full moon. And I was finding this reading very interesting as I've pulled cards. I have pulled them before starting the recording. I'm on limited time, but we will get through this. So over the last couple of weeks, you may have found yourself renewing an old contract, some soul contract. You may have found yourself stepping into a new contract. It is presenting definitely as two options, but with that connection, with that reconnection, there is also a reconnection with the light. There's also an acceptance or an understanding, a gratitude even for the gremlins and the goblins and the things that have felt like obstacles, the things that have felt like a significant detour from the path that you were on any time, probably within the last 3 or 4 years. With the change of the lunar nodes back in January, has really been the start of this shift, start of the reconnection for many. So the last year and a half before that may have been a bit of a struggle. You may have had a change in focus, focusing on the physical, focusing on finances, focusing on status, focusing on the accumulation of wealth. And only just recently, a reconnection or a deeper understanding, a kind of instinctual knowing. You kind of can feel it, but you can't see it. Connection more to the spirit, the land, the turtle energy there. To seeing the bigger picture, I guess, seeing below the surface that everything does happen for a reason. So even though it's felt like quite a bit of a detour, and I know for many there has been quite a bit of a detour, not just for myself. And there's been a lot of things happen along the way that have caused friction and frustration and tension in that battle between the head and the heart. For many, there has been a really strong focus on the mind, on the thinking, and on that external focus. There has been a shift, most definitely, in the frequencies over the last month, over the last month for sure, even to 6 weeks. So that's kind of what's been unfolding. What's coming in with this new moon is a greater awareness of, I guess, what's termed co-creation, of working in partnership with the universe, working in partnership with God, working in partnership with Source, You Choose Your Label. There's coming into focus more, or coming into the awareness more of the synchronicities, more evidence of instant manifestation, more visible, not so much the intangible, not so much just in the instincts, in the knowing, without knowing, if that makes sense, or without the proof. There is coming in over the next couple of weeks more evidence that what you think you manifest, and it can be quite quickly. Also coming in is a deeper connection with location, with the environment, with the earth, with your body. Greater understanding, and I guess that it's really tying in with that proof, if you want to call it that, the evidence of the interconnectedness of things. And that's the interconnectedness of the intangible and the tangible, the physical and the non-physical, the interconnectedness of even the intangible and the intangible, or the non-physical and non-physical, and the physical and the physical, how what happens here impacts over there. What we emanate through our thoughts, words, actions, how that impacts on the matter around us, on people, place, and things. Also, coming through with this and in that discussion is, I guess, the term the butterfly effect. And that will resonate more with some of you than others, but it'll give you a different perspective of what I'm trying to describe. So for the next couple of weeks, you may be feeling more nourished spiritually. You may be feeling regrowth. You may be feeling reconnection. You may be feeling more satisfied overall in yourself, in your beingness. It feels like it's a tentative exploration. It feels like for some of you, there's kind of still that little bit of questioning or doubt, even though you're starting to see the evidence and it will be there. It feels like there's a hesitance to embrace it, to give thanks for it, for all that has been, for that detour, for the reconnection, for your soul, for your source, for the universe. Thank you for everything. I have no complaints. Beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful mantra, affirmation. Again, choose your label. It works. It truly, truly works. Even when you aren't feeling grateful, just repeating that, saying it to yourself, saying it silently, sitting in meditation with it, saying it out loud. Thank you for everything. I have no complaints. Changes things in the external and the internal very, very quickly. And there is changes afoot. The full moon, the next full moon coming in, is going to feel like somewhat of an explosion. Major solar activations, it will feel like an eruption of the soul. And at the soul level, there's no right or wrong, there's no either or, there's no duality. Things just are. And whichever way you look at things, they kind of will look as they are, and reflect back to you more accurately, without the filter of your acquired beliefs and values. So what you see reflected back to you is not judged, it's embraced, it's loved, it's unconditional. Acceptance, gratitude for who you are, for your wholeness, your beingness, your lightness. And as we move into the new moon after this one, so the next new moon through the full moon portal, is the connection with happiness, what we call happiness, that feeling of lightness, the feeling of enjoyment of all things, less of a burden, much, much less of a burden. And it's coming from within, not from the external. This focus on the external is shifting away to focus on the experience of being, which ultimately will allow the things that we've been chasing or the things that have distracted us to come into fruition without any effort on our part. And I can feel there's this kind of magic, I want to say, a sense of awe, a sense of wonder, a sense of curiosity, even after we move past the hesitation of moving through this new moon portal. Embrace it, love it, love you through the process. That's the most important part. No matter how you present in each and every moment, love you. It's part of you. It's who you are. And you are more wonderful, you are more beautiful, you are more incredible than you will ever believe. Embrace it. Give thanks. Thank you for everything. I have no complaints. Thank you for everything. Watching, visiting, saying hi. I will see you soon. Bye for now.